Alright, Toby, I've been sent this trailer hundreds of times by all my fans. This must be the real SpiderMan No Way Home trailer. Let's calm down now. Let's watch it and enjoy. Come on.
Stop it.
What happened? What's wrong?
Where are you going?
Now dig on this.
It's a fake. Empire State Photographic Department confirms it.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
I thought it was real.
You gonna cry?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. Let's start our Mondays off the right way by getting into some movie news here on what has been going on. I have a lot to discuss here in the movie space of things that have been going on. Of course, the continuous information of Spider-Man No Way Home. Hey guys, I don't make the rules. If it happens, I talk about it. Some more details on the villain for Creed 3, live action My Hero Academia. That and so much more, guys. So I'm gonna need you film buffs to go ahead and leave me your opinions down below with everything we discuss here today. Let me know what news story got you interested in, positive or negative. I want to hear from you guys. All right, so to start things off, I need you guys to pull out your pencils, your pens, your feathers, whatever you write with, as long as it's not your finger. Chino. Because we're about to talk some important movie dates for the rest of 2021 here that'll contain some huge updates for upcoming movies that we're really going to be looking forward to here. So starting off, the thing to look forward to in August this month is we do have CinemaCon. Now, I've talked about this before. This is the Las Vegas convention where a lot of the studios go in and do large presentations on the upcoming movies they have in their slate. So Sony's going to be there doing a 3-hour presentation. We could hope to hear some Spider-Man No Way Home talk there, but we'll also have other studios like Universal or Paramount attending, and with Paramount, you know they're going to be talking a lot more about Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So mark your calendars for those days, August 23rd to the 26th, because we might be getting some big movie info from a lot of the studios. Now, aside from those dates, looking forward a little bit into the future here in October. October 1st, we're going to be having Blumfest. This is the second year that Blumhouse has decided to do this, where they go ahead online, stream an event, and talk about all their upcoming horror movies that they have. So some of the things that we're going to be hearing about is this new Paranormal Activity movie that they still have yet to put a release date on. I'm hoping we get an update on the Five Nights at Freddy's movie there. We're gonna get some details on Halloween Ends. Basically, a lot of cool things that Blumhouse is working on since they like to make all the horror movies. That's gonna be the event to look forward to October 1st. Then continuing on in the month of October, we have one of the biggest events that made a real splash last year, and that is DC Fandom Part 2. I think this is gonna be the mega event, and it's just gonna be one hectic day for me of making millions of videos for you guys, but also getting super excited for all the announcements. We're probably going to get some footage of the Flash movie, Black Adam, some more details on the Blue Beetle movie, Zatanna. Like, they have so many films in the works. I'm hoping we get a couple of surprise announcements too, like another Superman movie or whatever else they have to show for us. But you guys remember, DC Fandom is the place to be for DC fans. And then the reason I decided to bring up all these different dates is because now Disney has announced their date event where they'll be showcasing a lot of stuff, and now they finally called it Disney Plus Day. Now, they kind of did this last year where they basically told us all these upcoming Disney Plus shows. They announced some Pixar movies, just everything that would be coming to Disney Plus, but it wasn't really that official. It was for investors of the company. Now they've decided to make it sort of like DC Fandom when they call it Disney Plus Day, November 12th, where they're going to be announcing basically everything coming to the platform. So they're probably going to announce new Marvel shows or show us some footage to upcoming Marvel Disney Plus series like She-Hulk, Moon Knight, which I know that one picture leaked, but I don't want to get in trouble, so I can't show it to you guys here. And then other stuff they have in the works, like that Home Alone reboot that they just announced, that horrible title, Home Sweet Home Alone. Oh, I hate that. But still, Disney has made a real big effort to make Disney Plus their big mainstay. They could be announcing some huge stuff there, especially if they want to compete with DC Fandom. So those are just a couple of dates for you movie fans to keep in mind, because we're going to get a lot of cool stuff there. I just want to bring those to your attention so you know to be here on this channel when those dates happen. All right, so now diving into the movie news to start your week off, let's go ahead and talk about the movie that just released this weekend, and that is Free Guy. And the reason we're bringing this up is because over the weekend, Ryan Reynolds confirmed that Disney wants a sequel to Free Guy. Ryan Reynolds took to his Twitter and said, and after 3 years messaging Free Guy as an original IP movie, Disney confirmed today they officially want a sequel. Woo-hoo. And that makes me really happy to hear, because if you have not seen Free Guy, it is a surprisingly great movie. It's not just a lot of dumb, fun video game stuff thrown at your face. Like, there's actually a good story thrown in there. I did a review on the channel if you guys want to check it out, but it managed to also outbeat expectations at the box office, where where people thought it was only going to make like 10 to 15 million dollars is what it was estimating, and it almost doubled that. So it's kind of no surprise that they want to do a sequel for this movie, and I already know exactly what Disney wants to do with Free Guy 2. They're going to basically turn it into their version of Ready Player One or Space Jam 2. Because I don't want to spoil anything, but there are definite moments in here where Disney kind of shows off some of the things they own in the first Free Guy, where you're like, that right there is your ticket for the second movie. I already pitched my idea for what I think the second movie should be about, where it's Disney comes in and buys the video game Free Guy where Ryan Reynolds' character is from. Then they start adding in all their Marvel, Star Wars, and Disney characters. They start to take over the place, and Ryan Reynolds' Free Guy has to go in and fight them to get ownership back of his video game. They'll probably come up with something way better than that, but I think that idea could work because everyone hates these big commercial movies where they show off their IP, and if that's the point of the movie is that Ryan Reynolds' character hates that and wants to get rid of them, it could work in that favor of like, yeah, this stuff sucks, that's why it's the villain. But you guys who have seen Free Guy 2, are you excited that Disney wants to make a second movie to this? Jumping on to a movie I'm very excited about, and we haven't had a lot of updates lately, Creed 3. Now there's a lot of reasons to be excited for Creed 3. One, this will be the first time Michael B. Jordan will be directing a movie, so we get an idea of what he's like as a director. But also, this will be one of the first Rocky sequels that will not have Rocky in the movie. It's already been talked about that Sylvester Stallone and his character has kind of been closed off, and I do agree they closed off his chapter well in Creed 2. So I'm very pumped to see how they make a Creed movie that isn't connected to Rocky's past and will have a film that stands on its own two toes. Well, we just got a better idea of who the villain is of this movie, and man, it's got me excited. So this is all coming from a casting sheet for Creed 3 where they list some of the characters that'll be in this movie, and I think it lets us know what to expect. So one, we're going to be seeing a young Adonis, so a young Michael B. Jordan in this movie. And then this next description, I'm betting, is the villain of the movie. He's named Damien, and they have it here described as a big brother. Figure to Adonis, commanding, fit, and powerful. He is a rising star in the youth boxing world and has the swagger of a great fighter in the making. He possesses a combination of power and skills astounding for someone his age. His raw talent should lead him to a bright future if he can get a handle on his demons and leave the past behind. That basically spells it out for me that the reports that we were hearing a couple months ago that actor Jonathan Majors has been cast as the villain for Creed 3, he's playing the brother of Adonis in the movie, Damien, and looks like he will be challenging his brother for the title of being the ultimate Apollo's son. That's something I always wondered about the Creed world, is we knew that Apollo had many different children, and how did none of those kids wound up wanting to become boxers like his father, and what was their relationship like to Adonis, who was this kid that really wasn't their sibling, was like, you're not even supposed to be here, your mom's not our mom. Now again, I could be completely wrong, and maybe the big brother is just going to be a supporting character in the movie helping Adonis fight whoever the real villain is, but I feel like that setup lets me know that it is going to be the half-brother of Adonis trying to challenge him and be pissed off of like, look, you're not even his real son, and you're using his name to be this famous boxer. No, it's my turn, kid. To me, a Rocky/Creed movie is only as good as its villain, so this sounds like it's going to be a good movie. What do you guys think? Would you like the half-brother of Adonis to be the villain for Creed 3? Jumping into something I'm really scared about, but also super excited, is Deadline went ahead and reported that the live-action My Hero Academia movie is now moving forward to the point they even have a director. So if you guys don't know, My Hero Academia is an anime, and even if you're not a fan of anime, trust me, I think you would get a real kick out of this one. It's very user-friendly to new fans of anime. Basically, it's another version of Sky High, because you're in a world where people are born with superpowers, or aka quirks as they call them. And in this world where people are randomly born with superpowers, they enlist into a school where they train to be heroes. Now I really like this anime. I think it's a lot of fun, some interesting characters, some cool powers, and look, a live-action anime never goes well, but if any of them have a shot to be really successful right now, I think it is My Hero Academia. And I think the director they have is also proof that this could be better than most live-action animes. They have it here that, sorry if I mispronounced this, Shinsuke Sato is going to be the director for this movie. And the reason that this director gives me faith on the project is because even though this still looks like it's being made for an American audience, with them saying right there an English language debut, 2, and it's partnered with Legendary, a film studio based in America, so this will be geared towards American audiences. The fact that they brought in a Japanese director who, mind you, has already adapted some animes with a live-action version of Death Note, and no, it is not the live-action Netflix version, it's an actual live-action Japanese version. It gives me faith that this live-action adaptation of My Hero Academia will remain very faithful to the manga, will also have some clear representation to some of those characters having ethnic backgrounds and not just being completely whitewashed. I'm still terribly heartbroken with what they did to Dragon Ball Evolution. I hate that movie with a passion. So the type of talent they've got to be part of this movie has me thinking this could be good. But let's remain hesitant and see how it turns out. Are you guys excited for a live-action My Hero Academia adaptation? Moving on, talking about some SpiderMan No Way Home, we have a quick little small update here because we recently had Willem Dafoe go ahead and finally be asked point blank, "Sir, are you in Spider-Man No Way Home?" If you guys haven't heard, that is one of the biggest rumors going around with Spider-Man No Way Home, other than Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield possibly being in the movie, is the fact that Green Goblin, played by Willem Dafoe, will be the main villain for Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, I think it's kind of weird how we are so close to this movie being released, hopefully if it doesn't get delayed. We're like about almost 5 months away, soon we'll be at 4, and I doubt we'll have a trailer then, but really, when it was like 7-8 months away, we found out, oh, Jake Gyllenhaal's playing Mysterio, Michael Keaton will be the Vulture. This movie, we have no idea who the villain is of Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, yes, we have reports of Dr. Octopus Alfred Molina and Electro Jamie Foxx, but even then, Sony refuses to acknowledge their involvement here, and I just think it's kind of crazy. So when Willem Dafoe was asked point blank about this, this was his response. "I got a lot of stuff happening now, and you know, I always feel like when a film comes out, that's when it's time to talk about it." So he basically just said he's in the movie without saying he's in the movie. Like, if Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin is not part of this film, what's the point of dancing around the question and being like, oh, well, when a movie comes out, that's when we talk about whether I'm in it or not. No, you would just say point blank, no, I have no part of that movie. Wish them luck, though. Let's talk about my other film. And so just leaning into that he is part of the movie and going with that mindset, like, I'm so wondering what kind of direction they're going to take for Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. Because the way things have been described in the leaks is that he's going to be the one to form together this multiverse Sinister Six. And one of the main things he'll be going after is a Tony Stark arc reactor. That's if we want to believe the leaks, so not 100% confirmed. Which has me thinking Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin definitely has to be from a separate universe similar to Sam Raimi's, but not exactly the same one, which would also explain why he has a different suit. Because don't forget, we got a report a couple of days back where they said that the Green Goblin suit will not look like the one from the Sam Raimi universe. Instead, it'll be green with a lot more purple. It'll still be looking like a mechanized suit. I just want to know what the face is going to be. Is it going to be a metal helmet? Is it going to be a prosthetic face? Are they going to go with the Amazing Spider-Man route and just put makeup on Willem Dafoe's face? We'll just have to wait and see on that. But how do you guys feel about Willem Dafoe basically saying he's in the movie without saying he's in the movie? But that is all the movie news we currently have going on right now, guys. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video and talk some movies with me. Don't be forgetting to leave all your opinions with everything we discuss here today. Like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.